I want to tell you guys the best credit card to build your credit fast, especially if you have native accounts in your credit reports, because this credit card is not going to even check your credit. So you have a great chance of actually getting it. Now, if this is your first time watching my videos, my name is Rickita. Hi, I talk about real estate, I talk about credit, I talk about credit cards. If you ever have any question, please go ahead and leave it down below in the comments, and make sure you guys subscribe, like this video, and again, always make sure you tell others that may be interested in any of these credit cards. Sometimes I have old videos on my channel that I think you guys should look at, or maybe I say, hey, this may be a similar card. I have those up above, so you'll see the arrow pointing up there where I have those at normally. Go ahead and check out those videos, because a lot of times if you try to apply for one credit card, there's other credit cards that's similar to that credit card. So it's best that you all try to apply for those credit cards also. Okay, so we talked about all that other stuff, right? When we went into that, let's go ahead and go into the point that this credit card is not even going to check your credit report. So the credit card that I'm talking about is a credit builder card. Now, this credit card here is not going to check your credit reports or check your credit scores at all. There's no credit check. So for those people that got very bad credit, you have a lot of negative accounts in your credit reports, your credit scores in the 300s, 400s, 500s, you tried to get other credit cards, this is that credit card for you. I added this credit card onto a video that I did previously, and that video is 5 credit cards that won't deny you. So go ahead and check that out, because this credit card here and the other credit cards, you have a great chance of getting them because they won't deny you. Not only can you get this credit card with no hard inquiry, but they can actually approve you for 2 credit cards. So for those people that really need to build their credit, I tell people they need to have 4 credit cards. So if you really need to build your credit, you don't have enough credit cards, and you're like, hey, Ricky, I don't have any, then you can automatically start off with 2 of them by getting 2 credit cards with them. So I really like that they allow you to have 2 of them. And then they're going to ask, hey, do you have a spouse that want to get credit cards too? You and your spouse can both sign up for 2 credit cards at the same time with the company. The links to all of the credit cards I always talk about, they're always in the description, they're always in the comments, so go ahead and check those links out. And when you all check those links out, when you apply for this credit card in particular, they're going to charge you $200. It's a secure credit card. You have to put money down on this card. Now, some credit cards that allow you to put up to $5,000 down. Some have a $500 limit, but with this one, you can only get a $200 credit card, and that's it. You can't get a $500 card. You can't get $1,000. You can't pick how much you want to put down. It's a $200 secure card, so that's how much you have to put down. Make sure you guys like this video, and like this video because I brought you this credit card. Like, listen, you guys, I know I told you all of that about the card. You know, they're not going to check your credit. You can get 2 of them. It's only a $200 deposit. But guess what? They're going to report this credit card to the credit bureaus in as little as 2 weeks. So usually when you get a credit card, you have to wait, you know, for you get your first statement. It can be a month or so before they're going to actually report that account to the credit bureaus. Now, not with them, they're going to report in as little as 2 weeks. Now, I have a free guide on this card, so go ahead and check out that guide. I have the link to this card. I have a link to 3 other credit cards that's similar to this credit card, and then I have the details about the card right on the side. So go ahead and get that free guide. It's right on my website. You can download it, you can have it, it's a PDF, and then you can click right there on the image and figure out exactly, you know, more about the other credit cards on there and try to go ahead and apply for them. Now, this is a secure credit card. So with this secure credit card, you have to understand that you don't want to keep secure credit cards for too long. Or not only do you not want to keep them for too long, you don't want to stay at that level. You want to get to the point where you can get a credit card and you don't have to put money down to get approved for that credit card. You automatically get approved for that credit card without putting anything down. That's where I want you all to get. So with this credit card, you know, after having this credit card for about 6 months, it should really boost your credit score up. And after you have it for 6 months, I want you all to look into pre-qualifying for other credit cards. On my website, I have over 40 credit cards that can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. So I know this one's actually going to give you a credit card without a hard inquiry. The other ones can actually tell you yes or no without giving you a hard inquiry. If they say yes and you accept it, then at that time you get that hard inquiry. So I like that, but I want you all to wait the 6 months. Sometimes people even wait a whole year, depending on where you're trying to go, how fast you're trying to grow. But I want you to wait about 6 months, see where your credit score is at, and pre-qualify for more credit cards. Now, this is going to be one of those credit cards that it starts you off, but it's not, you're going to have to eventually close. So after you get more credit cards at that 6 months to a year mark, I want you to let those credit cards get about 6 months old also, or get a year old. Basically keep this card for about a year to 18 months, and then you want to look into possibly closing it. But don't stick with this card because there is an annual fee on this card. Don't think this is your end all be all card. This is just to get you through the door. So a card that needs to get you through the door, you really need to make sure you only spending 5% of it. It's a $200 limit. So you only want this to build your credit. You're not trying to do anything else with this credit card. You're not trying to go buy no shoes with it. You're not trying to buy no clothes. You're not trying to do any of that. All you want to do is make sure you're spending $10 or less on this credit card so it can actually boost your credit score. So comment below if you understand what I mean about this is the starter card. Y'all talk about the times when y'all had starter cards, and I told you guys about a starter card I had before, and somebody used it, and I figured it's a secure credit card. I'm not going to pay anything, destroy my credit even worse. So I always tell people, them starter cards, do not mess them up. Do not mess them up. Keep the balance really low, and you're going to see your credit score increase. But leave a comment. Let me know your experience with your first secure credit cards, if you had secure credit cards, or tell me where you're at in your journey in general. Are you trying to get more credit cards? You know, what's your situation like? Because I may be able to post a few credit cards in your comment that I maybe think that you may be interested in. Don't forget, even though your credit score is really low, it's other ways to actually boost your credit score. So one of the ways I always tell people is make sure that you guys are not spending more than 5% on a credit card. That's a great way. Make sure you have your credit cards and all of your bills set up on auto payment, especially if they report to the credit bureaus. So if they report to the credit bureaus every month, you really need to have them set up on auto payment because you don't want them to report a late payment. That's going to really hurt you. So make sure you have all of these things set up on auto payment. And if you have any negative accounts in your credit reports, you need to work on removing them, like charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, collections. You need to work on removing them, especially if they're inaccurate accounts. Now remember, inaccurate accounts means that everything is not correct on that account. Maybe you'll look at an account and you'll see that, hey, I did not pay this on this day. Hey, I did not open on this day. Hey, I did not have this as my limit. All of those different things can make an account inaccurate when you look at it on your credit reports. And if you see those type of errors, that is a reason why that account can possibly be removed from your credit reports. So check out my exclusive credit membership because I definitely teach you all about this. I teach you all how to find these errors. I teach you all how to remove these accounts from your credit reports, and I also give you the tools to be able to do that. All you have to do is just pay how much is stamps now? 60 cents. 60 cents. Put it on an envelope, mail out a letter, and then you'll see accounts be removed from your credit reports, hopefully. Now, it's not a guarantee it's going to happen, but if there's errors, we have rights. The FCRA, which says that accounts should be removed from your credit reports if they are inaccurate. So definitely check out my membership, and hopefully these things help you really boost your credit score. Now, I told you all I have other credit cards that can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. Check them out. So many of them. I have them all on my website, and on my website, you'll see all of these different credit cards. Try to find targets, or like where you at. Are you trying to build credit? You know, try to pre-qualify for the ones that's great for people that's trying to build credit. Are you actually, do you have a bankruptcy? Try to find those credit cards that's under bankruptcy, like bankruptcy-friendly credit cards. And definitely let me know if you have any questions. And also check out these videos here, because these videos may be the videos that need to help you get to your next place in life. YouTube knows exactly what we want to watch because they've been watching us. They know what we need. So definitely check out these videos because they're suggested them personally for